Thinking about two things today. I'm thinking about I have possibly somebody else's coffee mug. No, I'm just kidding. I love my kids. They got that coffee mug. All right, so the second thing I'm thinking about is ambition. And ambition was lacking. It was very much a weakness for many years. And the ambition to do better, maybe also to talk about or to think about the progression of addiction, how addiction gets worse. But flip that around, talking about sobriety, there's progression in sobriety. And, there's more gains than losses. And that's how I look at a progression once entering sobriety. Ambition grows also, it should. And so yesterday, which was finalizing a very busy 5-day work week, I have a customer base that I have to, physically visit and give attention to, and it's also known as sales. So I got to a point where my day pretty much has deadlines, and I had finished up at a customer. I looked at the clock, and I said, "It's possible to call this a week. It's possible that this is the end." Um, and you start breathing differently, like you know um, this long arduous week has come to an end, and it felt good, I must say. And I stood and I had some extra conversation with a person that I think highly of, and we were having fun. We were having a fun conversation. Um, and I get to a point where you're hungry, and I knew it was lunchtime, so here comes the too much information um, section of my sobriety here that I decided to stand in line for lunch. Um, 2 slices of pizza and a soda. It was chicken, bacon, ranch, barbecue pizza slices. And I complemented that with a cherry vanilla Coca-Cola. So I just thought maybe I'd throw that in there, and you could rub your belly if you feel like it. It sounded good to me. I was hungry at the end of a long day, at the end of a long week, and I said, "That's it. Cash it in. Let's go. Get in the van and go home." But I thought about another customer that hasn't placed like a deadline on the time that I need to see that person by. And I said, "Wow, I really want my day over, but I think deep down it's important to go see another customer today." And I took the steering wheel and turned, headed on a different route. And it is a very good thing that I went to see that customer. That customer needed the product. And there would have been trouble leaving that customer without product for a weekend of sales. And, not getting into too much of what I do, how I do it. All I know is that I felt like completing my day at one point. And then I realized it's going to take some ambition to go and do about 30 to 45 minutes more work. And it was very rewarding to make that decision. So where this all goes, I guess, is take ambition into the aspects of your sobriety. Um, Use more energy to do more in your sobriety than what you used to do when you were an active addict. So you got to put more energy into the sobriety part of it than what you even did. during the years of being an addict. And that's all I'm saying. And, you know, I guess the title of speaking to you today would be Progressions and Principles. Addiction really progresses out of control, but sobriety really progresses also. It gives you ambition, clarity, recognizing what should be done. And then principles would be that, um, you know, it might take some harder work than what you planned on. So put the time into it, put the energy into it, and that's when it will come out to being the reward. Um, and have a happy Saturday, happy weekend, and reach out using Twitter at the sobriety. I'm really enjoying that. I've said that like 6 times now, but it is fantastic to read and share with people who are also enjoying sobriety. And, you know, I'd like to connect with you there, and I'm glad that you stopped in here to YouTube. And we will continue making an effort to work on our progressions and our principles.